They'll send a receiver in motion left. Well on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
To throw is Murray. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Back deep, Jakeem Graham. This will be fielded at the 17. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Browns drive about to get started. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measure. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down in the hands of the wrong team.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He's going to look deep down the field. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Odafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Off the touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Hunt, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
And that is incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Come on, an incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Lawrence. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away.
Ready, set.
I think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
Hey, Charlie.
Lawrence going to throw again. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Lawrence. Rush coming, and he's taken down. David Ajabo running in to take him down. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Finish.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd and 10, Murray finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Now Murray off play action. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll try to run for it on 1st and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. Oh, he fakes the spike. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
Here we go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay,
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Lawrence to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. And the Ravens will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Coach.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. And they'll send the tight end in motion. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. A big play that time on the catch and run, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. A gain of 3, second down.
Come back.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you. But better to give up 3 than 6.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Match box, right.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Bravo. Hey.
On second and very short, Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown.
I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick-6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watch the highlight reels from this one, the better.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
Down.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Things for them, just to put it bluntly, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Let's go.
The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Play fake. Murray. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Omaha. Hey.
Throwing now is Murray. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. From the gun, he'll hand this over. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And the Ravens are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They're really locked in on offense.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. In motion goes the tight end. On second and goal. Murray, quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice game.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews from 6 yards away. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
The Browns drive about to get started. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And again, it's Chubb. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Off the middle, it's Chubb. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised him a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped him well short of a 1st down.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 63 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. On play action, it's Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Returnable for Grant. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Ready, break.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized. Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Ready.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And trouble trying to middle here. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
The Browns send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This is taken at the 15. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field.
Second down and 3.
Big
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as good running gets him to about the 44. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with a band.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. And he's going to get this down near the 25. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
Here we go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Now, defensively, with this lead in the fourth quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be, don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right, they're actually being allowed. They've got to think really.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, You're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation,
this is intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They run it again with Chubb. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense